Hello and welcome to the Great British Car Journey in Derbyshire. We're here with possibly the rarest Ford Cortina Mk2 estate you will ever see. This is very much the everyman's estate car of its period, but this one has a particularly special history, as Richard Usher, the creator of the Great British Car Journey, can tell us.
Thank you, Richard. Yes, so this was actually bought by a company up the road in Langley Mill called Victor Hallam, who made prefabricated buildings in a really big way. And so after the war, they were the sort of go-to people if you wanted a school rebuilding very fast. And most of those buildings were made of wood, and I guess there would have been very little health and safety in those days, and lots of cutting involved. And they went all over the country. So I think they realised at some point that perhaps having their own ambulance would be a good idea. So they bought this from Sandycliff, local dealer, and shipped it across to Herbert Lomas, who, when I was a little boy, were the people that built ambulances that looked like ambulances. And we think they only ever did 2 Cortina estate ambulances, of which this is one. And Hallam's sadly went out of business eventually in the 90s. It passed on to St John's Ambulance, and then it was bought, fortunately for us, by a paramedic who kept it in very good condition.
Wow.
And it's only done 23,000 miles, so it's quite a special Mk2 Cortina estate.
Yeah. And how long has it been in the collection for?
Oh, it's been in the collection for about 3 years now. It was quite an early phone call that came to us. A guy said, I've got this Mk2 Cortina ambulance, don't suppose you're interested? And with the local story, because we love the backstory of cars, as you know, it was a sort of no-brainer. And so here she is, and hopefully you're going to drive her in a minute with the sirens on and everything else.
What engine's in this?
I think this is just a 1600, so yeah, it goes reasonably well, but it's got quite a payload and stretcher in the back and all that sort of stuff, so it's probably not going to break any speed records. But
no, but all the kit still works, siren works, the horns still work.
It's rather wonderful in a sort of slightly unusual sort of a way. Isn't it?
Do you know what happened to the sister car? Or
no idea. Don't know. I don't think the sister car was bought by Hallam's. It was done for somebody else. No, I think we can pretty confidently say this is the only one in the world.
So have a look at the important.
Let's have a look at the works end. So we've got this fantastically mobile stretcher, which you can get onto, Richard, a bit later on when we need a rest.
Something to look forward to.
And all the kit and caboodle that you'd expect to find in an ambulance. Lovely tinted sort of opaque glass, and the manufacturer's plate underneath, Herbert Lomas in Wilmslow, who did the coach work on this rather extraordinary vehicle.
And was it a resuscitator?
Resuscitator, yeah. I think this probably dates from its St John's days, to be fair. Right. I don't think we've gone quite back to the early 70s, but you know, it's been an ambulance all its life.
Yeah.